The Rhino, commonly referred to in police chatter simply as the Tank, is a military tank featured in every game of the franchise ever since GTA 3, with the exception of GTA 4 and its episodes. The Rhino appears as the successor of the Tank, the Tiger Tank and the Royal Pain from the 2D Universe games. Like its predecessor in GTA 2, the Rhino appears when the player attains a 6-star wanted level, or upon entering Fort Zancudo in GTA 5. The Rhino in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online resembles the German Leopard 2A4, the South African TTD prototype and the Japanese Type 90 tank. The vehicle is equipped with a 120mm cannon apparently based on the Rheinmetall RH120L/44 smoothbore tank gun, which is the standard armament of the real-life Leopard 2. Although not usable, there are two machine guns, one mounted beside the main gun and the other on the left turret hatch. The 1500 horsepower turbine engine is likely a reference to the Honeywell AGT 1500 turbine engine, which also pushes 1500 horsepower, found in the M1A1 Abrams tanks. As a child, Franklin met Tanya Wiggins and J.B. Bradshaw. The pain over his tragic past, and the influence of both Wiggins and Bradshaw, soon led Franklin down a path of crime. He began illegally selling cigarettes on the street with Bradshaw, an act that resulted in his grandfather chasing him around the entire city. In the mission Pulling Another Favor, Tanya recalls their time in high school and remembers that Franklin assaulted a teacher for an unspecified reason, resulting in his expulsion from the school. This life of crime got so serious and reckless that Franklin was eventually arrested in 2008 when he was just 20 years old. He was sent to Bolingbroke Penitentiary in Los Santos. In GTA 5 you can play tennis, but Franklin cannot actually partake in the game. Michael obviously plays, as he has a court in his backyard. Trevor is also a fan. Breaking into cars and other vehicles in GTA 5, windows get broken all the time and some cars have alarm systems. He is the only protagonist who uses lockpicks in the game. Franklin doesn't resort to brute force to break into cars. The families hold a bitter rivalry with the neighboring Ballas gang and the Los Santos Vagos gang on the southeast side in Rancho. Their signature green attire mainly comes from the support of the colors of the Los Santos Corkers baseball team and the Feud baseball team. The families are possibly based upon the Crips gang in South Los Angeles, as they control the west side of South LS, just like Crips in real life. They also wear clothing with C's on them. Families have slightly more territory than Ballas. Franklin can buy some families' apparels, tattoos and hairstyles in GTA 5 if the player is using Franklin and travels into families' territory while being pursued by police. Families' gang members may engage in combat with the police. This only occurs with a wanted level of 1 or 2 stars. According to Lamar during the mission Hood Safari, Grove Street was formerly families' territory. This conversation only happens if Franklin escapes with Lamar during the mission. Lookalikes of CJ may be seen among Chamberlain gangster members, while Carson Avenue members may bear resemblance to Ryder or Sweet. Jimmy is the son of Michael and Amanda DeSanta, and the younger brother of Tracy. Born in 1993, he and his family lived in a trailer park in the Midwest while his father, Michael, ran a career in bank robbing. Dan Hauser has described Jimmy as a 20-year-old, whiny pot smoker who is prominently very lazy and addicted to video games. Amanda is the only person Jimmy shows respect to, with Amanda defending Jimmy when Michael berates him for his laziness and unemployment. Jimmy, along with Tracy, has a fondness for Trevor Phillips, with both addressing him as Uncle T. His favorite musical genre appears to be hip-hop, as he has OG Lock and Mad Dog CDs, and his favorite radio station appears to be West Coast Classics. Jimmy might be based on AJ Soprano from the HBO series The Sopranos. They are both lazy underachievers with criminals as fathers. Michael purchased Jimmy a yellow SUV, and Tony Soprano does the same for AJ in the show. Sometimes, Jimmy can be heard watching pornography in his locked bedroom. If Michael tries to enter, Jimmy will tell him to go away. In Grand Theft Auto Online, the protagonist is a player-created character. The online protagonist uses a mix of animations from Michael DeSanta, Franklin Clinton, and Trevor Phillips. What animation sets are used depends on the activity the player is participating in. While in a vehicle with a radio station selected, the player's mood can be seen changing. If a radio advert was playing at the time that the player was staring at their character, the online protagonist can be seen bored, flicking dust off their clothes. If a song is playing, the player gradually starts to be happy and into the song. When a female protagonist gets a lap dance or engages a prostitute, the same animations are used as for the male protagonist, and dialogue by the stripper or prostitute retains references to male anatomy. When a player is disconnected from an online session, their character will become a normal pedestrian and will walk towards the nearest pedestrian pathway. If the AI-controlled character is approached violently without a firearm, they will either scream and run away, or fight back with their fists, but will run away when a firearm is presented. Pisswasser is a German export lager frequently advertised on radio and TV in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. Wasser is German for water, implying the beverage's literal name is pisswater, a slang term for cheap, watered-down beer. According to the in-game website, the ingredients include the fresh urine of Bavarian virgins. Billboards seen in-game expand the urine references, even going so far as to suggest the bottles contain nothing but urine. Radio and television advertisements for the beer feature variations of a song sung by a stereotypical redneck man. The Pisswasser song largely spoofs Budweiser's anthem, "This is Budweiser, this is beer." The name and commercial branding of Pisswasser is likely based on Budweiser, however the logo and bottle design itself appears to resemble German beer Perlenbacher. The Pisswasser commercial in GTA 5 uses footage from Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption combined with footage from GTA 5. The Pisswasser hoarding signs props in Grand Theft Auto Online stunt races features red and blue-colored stripes based on the iconic stripes of BMW M. The coil railgun is an experimental weapon featured in the enhanced version of GTA 5. A railgun is a weapon that fires inert metallic rounds at velocities higher than the speed of sound using an electromagnetic effect. The weapon bears a strong resemblance to the ARC 920 featured in the Halo series. The railgun fires kinetic energy penetrator rounds at very high velocity, supersonic speed. In real life, the rounds travel much faster than regular firearm bullets due to its supersonic velocity, although this cannot be observed in normal gameplay. On impact, the kinetic energy rounds are capable of causing massive damage, which are on par with the Rhino's main cannon. The Rockstar Games Social Club website incorrectly states the railgun is automatic while in-game it is actually single-shot. The railgun's power of 1.21 gigawatts is a reference to the Back to the Future film trilogy. Can be bought from Ammo Nation for $250,000 after minor turbulence. One can be found within the underwater wreckage of the cargo plane from Minor Turbulence, located north of Stab City. Truffade is a French luxury vehicle manufacturer in the HD universe of the Grand Theft Auto series. Truffade is based on Bugatti, with its logo resembling the emblem of said manufacturer. Truffade has been making cars since at least 1937, since this was the year they manufactured the Z-Type, as stated in its description at Legendary Motorsport. Truffade has an undersea test track, where the Nero was tested. A truffade is a popular French dish. The Thrax is in a league of its own, with impeccable grip and tremendous amount of acceleration and top speed. Available for purchase from Legendary Motorsport for $2,325,000. Similar to the Nero and the Nero Custom, the Thrax features an unidentified engine that resembles the W16 engine used in the Devo. Said engine is coupled to a 7-speed gearbox in a mid-engine, all-wheel drive layout, 45% front, 55% rear. Its engine sound is the same as the one from the Nero and the Nero Custom, which is slightly louder than the one used in the Adder.